I want to talk to you today about dealing with the terminal illness of a loved one. When you first find out the news that your loved one is suffering from a terminal illness or an incurable disease, it can feel overwhelming. You might find that you have so many questions in your head trying to sort out the information that you've been given, trying to figure out what this means for your life, for the life of your loved one, trying to figure out how much time you have, what you need to do with that time. There's part of you that's trying to absorb the facts and understand the facts that you've been told, and then there's a part of you that's trying to deny the facts because this wasn't how it was supposed to happen. This wasn't how it was supposed to be. And you don't really know if the time that they told you or the prognosis is actually going to take place, or is it doctors just doing the best that they can with the information that they have in front of them. And so as you're being told the information, you will find yourself going through a myriad of emotions, from anger to fear, anxiety, to just wanting to take your loved one and just hold them, wanting to take their illness for them. You're just going to find yourself feeling so many mixed emotions and just trying to understand it. At times it may feel like you're drowning in just what is sorrow, what is feeling disappointment, and at times going from sadness to depression to anxiety to fear to rage, because you have found yourself at a place where you cannot do anything more than what you're doing to help your loved one, so it makes you feel helpless. And at the same time, you want to fight, but you're not sure how to fight. You want to take control, but this is not necessarily in your control. You may find yourself living in two places at the same time, living in hope that they'll find a cure, hope that things will turn around, hope that your loved one's sickness will heal, and at the same time being in fear of what do we do now. Fear is, what if this person passes away sooner, or what if things get worse, or fear of, can I handle this? Can I help? How do I make sure that my loved one is okay, and then make sure that I'm okay? What does this mean for our life and our future? There's so many questions that come up, and it will seem some days that there are so little answers. You might find yourself denying the limitations of modern medicine, saying they can do more, they should do more, let me go find out who can, and at the same time trying to balance out the reality of the medical limits, that there may be limits to what medicine can do for this particular illness. So if you find yourself asking, do we fight or do I prepare for the future? Well, you can do both. You can fight in terms of fighting with hope, fighting with the belief and the refusal to doubt that things could possibly change, and at the same time preparing for the future by making every day and every moment count. Now, as you're dealing with the anger of being not sure why this happened, feeling angry at everyone, feeling angry at your loved one sometimes, or even angry at God, angry at the doctors, angry at people in all kinds of circumstances, I want you to fight against that anger and begin to bring yourself forward into the space of living with hope, but also living with a stronger sense of purpose, determined to use every day, every moment, use the good days, use the bad days, and to build memories, and to build hope, and to build an unwavering spirit that says we are going to fight, but we're also going to live. We're going to believe, but we're also going to enjoy our time with our loved one. Actions are important, as well as asking questions. And you might find yourself asking more questions than taking action because you're not sure what actions to take. But even small acts of kindness, of love, of attention, tending to your loved one is a positive action to build hope, to build love, to build connection, and to begin to build more memories. some of the things you're going to really need in this time as you're dealing with terminal illness is support. As you support your loved one, you will need people supporting you to give you back what you're giving out. Your loved one is going to give you the feedback, the love, the appreciation, but they might have their own limitations because they're battling this disease, and they're battling between pain and fatigue and illness, and then they're worried about you. So it's important that you get support so that you can truly give your all to your loved one in this time. And getting practical help is as beneficial as getting emotional help. Practical resources could be someone to help you clean your house, someone to help cook, someone to spend time with your loved one when you can't be there because you have work or you have children or other responsibilities that you have to tend to. So therefore, you can't be at every hospital visit, or you can't be at the hospital the whole day, maybe only certain hours. So getting practical help in accomplishing things that you're unable to accomplish is equally as important as getting that emotional help, words of affirmation, people just encouraging you, spending time with you, people coming alongside with you. And it's important that as you're dealing with the terminal illness of a loved one, to allow them to process their loss, because as they are dealing with the physical illness, they're also considering, what does life mean now that life has a time clock, that life is limited, that their time clock is running a lot faster than someone else's. So they're going to be processing all types of loss during this time, right? From loss of the events, the special moments that they'll be unable to attend, to loss of freedom, loss of movement, loss of health that they're also processing. What does this mean for them? Allow yourself to process your own grief as they process theirs. This is why it's important that although you'll feel anger and you'll have moments of anger and you may have hours of anger and days of anger, you don't want to spend too much time in the anger, because the anger is also stealing away time. Time from your loved one, time from the present, time to plan and build, and time to have special moments right here, right now. And it's okay that as you're dealing with this terminal illness, that you express your fears, express your worries. And it's okay that there'll be times that you'll have to express it to your loved one as they're expressing theirs back to you. But both of you are being honest, because they're feeling it, they're concerned about it. Don't be afraid to listen and hear their fears and worries. They need to let it be expressed, let it be heard and acknowledged. And even if that acknowledgement is a sense of, I'm not sure what to do with this, just being able to be there, be present, to be courageous, to hear and not want to try to solve, not want to try to fix, and not break down from hearing what some of their fears, worries, or concerns are. And if expressing it verbally or writing it down or even expressing it by recording it helps, do what helps so that you can make room for all the other emotions that you're going to experience. And it's important to choose to use the time, because our human tendency is we're focused on all the time that we're going to lose, because life is now scheduled, life is now on a clock based on the prognosis. But use the time and don't focus on losing the time. We can choose to curse the clock, or we can create and save the moments that we have. And next thing you know, you might find that you have so many more moments than you thought you would, and you savored each and every one of those moments like it was a perfect meal. We have to fight to not sink into sadness or depression. You have to fight to hold on to hope like it's a rope pulling you out of a cave. To hold on to the hope that by the decisions that you make each and every day, each and every moment, you are going to recover and recreate the time. But the most important thing is to be with your loved one to express love daily, often, to find reasons to find joy, to find things to be grateful for, and to find new moments, new insights, new inspirations, even while you battle the illness. I thank you for listening. My name is Jessie Martinez, helping you to remember, recover, and recreate your life. Till next time.